Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. So we're working on the muscle truck a little bit tonight, and this is kind of a quick video, but I did want to share this with you guys because remember we talked about these ugly tail lights. I mean the fitment's not it's not that bad, but I did want to go back and switch these out for a newer style, and I did come across some Euro. It's not really like a Euro light. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like a retrofitted light, but it looks like one from a 2015 Silverado, like some of your newer trucks. They're all LED, and they have the resistors in them, so it shouldn't flash and go crazy on us, but we're going to try these things out. We're going to see if they fit better. Now, before we get started, what I want to show you guys first is what I'm dealing with here. These lights, the fitment is horrible, so these are obviously like a sort of an OEM replacement, and I thought I would go with these lights because they were kind of just a clean stock look. I've had the lights for 4 or 5 years, and as you can see, the fitment is absolutely terrible on them. I mean, terrible, like really bad. I mean, from the back, you know, they're not too bad. I know the lighting is a little bit dull here, but from the back, they're not, you know, too noticeable, but holy crap, down the side, it's like, I mean, look how far off this is. That's terrible. So, you know, it's bad to have a truck that is somewhat, you know, it's bad to have a truck that's somewhat decent and then have taillights that look like that. So we're going to fix that today. I'm going to unbox these things and just kind of show you guys what I got. So these lights are from Pro Tuning. I think you can also get them on eBay and Amazon, but this time I opted to go to the manufacturer to get them. And like I said, they're sort of a clear housing, black face. I did open them upside down, so, and they do have all the factory wires, so it should just plug and play. And the reverse light I'll have to install, and it comes with the built-in resistor box, which we will stick. They clearly tell you to put it on the body. And ta-da! Ooh, ooh, that looks good. We'll have to see how it looks in a truck. But this time around, I opted to do something a little different. I think I'm actually going to leave the plastic on these until we're ready to, you know, completely install them. But you guys can kind of get the idea. This is like an LED strip that lights up, and these are also sort of like an LED little square that lights up also. You got a reflector in the top, and your reverse light is just a standard bulb. So I am pretty stoked about this thing. We'll have to see how they look. Hopefully they fit better than these horrible lights. But first we're going to grab some tools. I'm going to walk you guys through an install. We're going to see how they fit. Alright guys, before I get too carried away here, keep in mind this is not actually bolted in. I just wanted to kind of set this in there and see how good the lines were on it. And hold on, let me get it positioned. I gotta say, so far, boys, that's a big gain. It looks a lot better that way, and the fitment is actually pretty good. I mean, it lines up really well. You can see there, that's a big difference. And the bolt holes, lighting's really poor, of course, but the bolt holes are there, and they line up just fine. So I think we're going to be okay on this one, but just kind of give you guys a little sneak peek here before we bolt it in, before we get too far along. Check for damages too. I've had several problems before with stuff that gets shipped and it's damaged, but this one I think is going to be okay. So that is a huge win. And if your truck is like mine, it's probably hideously dirty on the inside, and if you have dumped exhaust, just be aware that this is what it's going to look like underneath, because obviously with cutouts and everything, it's, you know, it's right there. So with your exhaust being there, you're pretty much, you know, you're gonna have to deal with all the stuff off the road, and just, that's all that is. So I've got to get this cleaned up so I can mount this box. You want to make sure and mount the box to the frame or to the bed back here. So what I'm probably going to do is mount it back here in this little slot. So I'm going to clean off a spot. They've got some two-sided tape. Not sure how good that's going to stick, but we're going to give it a shot. There's also a nice place to lay it down in there. So I may try to lay it down in there. We'll just have to see. It's not the best place, but I'm gonna take a second, put the camera down, kind of mock this thing up and see what I want to do with it. Clean the inside of this too, and then I'll walk you guys over to the other side. But just kind of a, you know, first impression. Not bad, boys. Not bad at all. All right, guys. I wanted to show you kind of the finished product here. Now, I did end up, this is something I found on my truck. May not be a problem with your all's trucks, but if you, for some reason, have a bolt that is this size, it will not work. These are way too small. You do these, you throw those away. So what you need to do is get you a set of screws that's longer. And the key thing with these lights is don't go torquing them super, super tight. All that's going to do is draw this in, and you're going to have this problem, which is what I had on this side, where you've got this huge gap. So what causes that is using bolts that are too short, like this one. Just to give you guys an example here, there's why that light sunk in. So what happens is the bracket can't touch because this bolt's so short, so you push your light in until this starts to thread. Once that happens, then it becomes out of a line. So it takes the light and pushes this whole side in just to where you can catch the threads. But if you go to a longer bolt, you can then start to snug the light up without having to pull it around. And you can see the fitment is so good. And I'm going to give you guys just a little sort of a comparison here of a stock light versus the new light. So just going to hit the park lights. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks awesome. So, oh yeah, boys. Oh yeah. That is sweet. So, stock light. I mean, the stock lights are clean in these trucks. They're really nothing to shake your head at. But, man, to these other aftermarket replacements, they look so cool. Even has a C for my last name, Campbell. It's like it's just meant to be in the truck. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, the fitment's really good. And I have a friend here. Hey, buddy. So yeah, these things, they turned out great though. So if you're wondering where I got them, again, Pro Touring Lab has these. And the other side, I'm going to hook it up here in a second. And I'll walk you guys through how I did the wiring and stuff. It's actually really straightforward. So pretty much all I did with this is you just plug this into your stock harness, and then this little control box here, you can either glue it or use the tape on the back, the adhesive. And what I did was I actually just dropped this down in my tailgate, or I just dropped this down into the housing of the bed. So it's captured down in that little pocket. It should be just fine. I didn't want to use the tape because I figured the tape would probably, over time, just begin to wear, and then it would be pulling on the wires, so didn't want to do that. Now, one other thing just to be aware of as you guys are working on your truck and you start to pull your old light out, you're going to notice that the factory light will have something like this in it. And to get to your factory reverse light, what you're going to have to do, you're going to have you a 1/4 inch drive to get that loose, and then pull your light. So that's the only other thing that I had to do here. So it's not really that bad. It's pretty straightforward, but we'll get this thing out. I'll give you guys another video here just showing this thing in the daytime, but at night, it's so much brighter. Let's see if we can show you how much brighter it is. I'm working out of a different shop today, so that's a huge difference. And I love the way the light looks with that little LED strip. Now, we'll see how long they last, and I will let you guys know. I'll keep you all updated on the, as far as the durability on them, how well they hold up. I will try to keep you guys up to date on these tail lights. The LED park lights, I don't know if you guys knew this or not. If you missed it, go back and check it out. The last video, we actually did the headlights and the marker lights and the turn signals in this thing. So I went ahead and replaced everything with LEDs also in the front, and I did the LED headlights. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that real quick. You can hear the fans running for them. I love these lights. Just in case you guys missed that upload, go back and check that out. I can walk you through how to install these and some of the things you might run into as far as mounting your lights up. But yeah, the only complaint I will say is the LEDs in the front are not as bright as the ones at the back. So just kind of buyer beware. The ones I got were off of eBay. and they were a little bit dim. I kind of wish I would have went with something a little brighter, but you know, it's not the end of the world. All right, guys, we got our new lights in. The fitment is really good. I went ahead and buttoned up the other side. As you guys can see there, it's spot on. I mean, that's just, you couldn't ask for a better fitting light. I think the black actually works pretty good with this truck, and the clear lens is sort of a new look, something different. You know, we're gonna try it out here, see how I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the driving lights, show you guys. Now I'm still getting kind of a quick flash. I mean, they work, but they're not like, you know, it's not a real nice, easy flash. So I may have to work on that part. We'll figure that out. I'm not too worried about it. They work. But yeah, these lights look crazy at night, guys. It's just such a different look. And I wanted something different because I see a lot of people just running normal red LEDs, and I saw these and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give them a shot. And I think they look really good lit up at night. So comment below, let me know what you guys think about the tail lights. I think they look pretty good. I'm fairly pleased with them. And I think they'll be okay. I think I'm gonna run them for a while. We'll see how I feel. And I'll show you the flash problem real quick. This is probably something minor, and I'm sure I can change out something and fix it. So you guys know I still got a stock fuel pump even with a small block. So I would call that sort of the hyper flash thing that other people get. I mean, it's not like insane, but it's kind of noticeable. You know, it's not the end of the world, but it is kind of noticeable. Let's make sure these taillights work like they're supposed to. I'm going to go ahead and hit the other side. Yep, the LEDs are working. So it is just kind of a quick flash. I mean, it's not like too bad, but I think I can live with it. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not like a real quick flash, but it does the job. And then when you hit the brakes, it really gets bright. So let me set you guys down. All right, well, there you go, guys. There's your tail light install. I think they look a whole lot better than the other lights. The fitment is really good. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment below. Give me a like and a thumbs up if you like what you see. And, you know, be sure and stick around. I've got tons of other things coming up for this truck. If you haven't watched in the last video, we did get Holley Sniper. So I will be having a video coming up next with working on the Sniper and getting things going. Right now, as you guys know, I'm still carbureted. So we will be changing that out. Just know it is coming. We've got a few things in the shop right now we're trying to get out so that way we can make room for this truck when we tear it down, because we've kind of got two builds going at once. And I don't really want, you know, parts strung left and right in the shop. So we're going to get that Camaro done, and then we're going to start working on this. So one other thing I kind of want to drop to you guys. I haven't posted anything about this because it's not my truck, but it will be on the channel, and we will definitely get it in some videos. You guys know we're OBS people. You know, Dad's got the green truck, you know. He's got my old wheels on there. I think they look insane. They look great. So, he ended up coming across a deal on something else, and I want to show this to you guys because we're going to do a really clean build on something newer. So I'm going to take you guys out here and show you real quick. So this is we're going to go with, this is the new truck reveal. I don't want to give it away just yet, but we're going to finish up the Camaro, and also this is something else we just picked up. So this is a pretty clean truck. I mean, it has a few little places here and there. Of course, it was the other gentleman's daily driver, so you can expect a few blemishes here and there. Of course, he's got some bugs on the front. He actually been driving his truck for a little while. This truck, he's had it now for about a week or two, and it is kind of papaw-ish looking right now, but we're going to change that up. We're looking at a set of wheels and doing a mild lift. And I think the direction with this is going to be sort of really clean, stock looking, but clean, daily driver, sort of, tow truck, sort of, shop truck, something like that. I'm not really sure what his intentions are with it. I'm not sure how far he wants to go with it, but I do know that he has talked about doing a lift kit, a small lift, 33 1250s, probably on like a Snowflake 20-inch GM, like the Denali Snowflake wheel. We really like the look of those. And the other thing we're thinking about doing is, of course, all LED lighting. We're going to obviously change all that out, but I don't know if I can do it. I'm trying to talk him into doing a cam and stall and all that good stuff in there. I don't know if he's going to go for that, but he is going to do headers, full exhaust, intake, tune. You know, we're looking to kind of build a new body style in a four-wheel drive. So, you know, we like the two-wheel drives, and we're big fans of the old body style, but the new body style is something different and new to us. So this is kind of what we're going to play with next. It is a 5.3 truck. It is not a V6. So that was another huge thing when he got this, and I was like, yes, it's a V8. I didn't even care if it was a 4.8. I just wanted a V8 in this truck, but it's pretty nice inside. You know, it's one thing I will say, the steering wheel has a little bit of wear. I'd like to change that out for him. And there's tons of stuff coming up for like Christmas and his birthday, so I'm just going to surprise him with all kinds of cool stuff. The seats in here, they're okay, but we do have some nice later model year seats, but they're in terrific shape. Got them covered up. May end up swapping them in here. We don't know if he's going to do that yet or not, but it is four-wheel drive. So this is an 06. Obviously, it's got torsion bars and stuff, so we're going to have to do like a diff drop, sort of a torsion forged key crank lift. I've got the same rough country lift on my ZR2. You guys know that's actually held up fairly good, so pretty happy with it. I just want to kind of walk around this thing and show you guys the stock look of this truck before we go full send on it and start modifying the crap out of it. So, you know, I don't know how far he's going to go with this. Usually these builds start out with, I'm just going to put a lift on it and some wheels. And then you end up with like a single turbo all-wheel drive truck. I don't know. I tried to hint that to him earlier, and it was so funny. I was like, man, you know, you talk about lifting this. A lot of people lower four-wheel drives, and he just looked at me like, are you crazy? And I'm like, you know, there's a couple videos on YouTube. These trucks all-wheel drive lowered with, like, you know, slicks on all fours. There was a guy blowing the tires off running beside a GTR, and I was just like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And the fact that he has a truck that could potentially do that, I'm just like, oh, I would love to do that. But I don't know how far he's going to go. But just know that this truck is now part of the channel. And I just wanted to reveal this to you guys and just kind of let you know that you may see some content coming up pretty soon, especially over the winter and after the muscle truck is done. You know, this car is really close to being done, and he's putting the transmission in. He's got one of those new shifters to go in it. It's pretty sweet. Actually, I think he's got the shifter sitting in it now. I'm going to show you guys the shifter. There it is. So this is one of those Kilduff machine shifters where you can slap it into gear, and it's got a 700 R4 that's built. We're going to leave all that together. This is the Turbo 350 that came out of it. Pretty sure the 700R is actually in the car right now. I haven't been around for this install, but he's got 700 R4 in, and Turbo 350 is out. He's wanting to go with the extra gear so you can kind of street this thing a little bit and drive it. And basically, the Holley Sniper is going to be, you know, my truck's the guinea pig for that. We haven't known anybody that's done the Sniper, so we're going to test this out on my truck, and you guys are going to get to see all this too, and it's going to kind of be the guinea pig for this car, and if it works, we're going to obviously probably go to Sniper on this car too. But that's just a kind of a build update for you guys on everything, and, you know, sort of a new truck reveal. I will probably have another video coming out really soon with the muscle truck. I know you guys love that thing, and I do too. It's just trying to finish up all this other stuff. You know, before we tear one down, we want to make sure that we've got everything buttoned up here. And this is getting close, and I'll do some videos on this car too. I haven't been doing a whole lot with it because we've been traveling a little bit here again, and, you know, I'm not always around. So that's just kind of the way it goes. But there you go, guys. New truck reveal. Look for some cool stuff coming up on the 5.3 four-wheel drive build we're going to do. Just a really clean, simple, you know, modest lift. Maybe a small cam, headers, tune. Just a nice, fun truck to drive around, and it sounds good. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure and like and let me know what you think about the new truck and the tail lights and all this other cool stuff we're going to be doing. I'm just fired up for you guys. So we're going to be coming up with a lot more videos in the winter, just so y'all know. I usually do 2 or 3 uploads a month. We're going to try to do 2 or 3 a week. That's going to be a big change, but I think I'm going to have enough content coming up between this old girl, that, and the truck in the garage. I've got plenty of stuff. So anyways, if you like what you see, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.